I'm here today as the manager of the Disability Discrimination Legal Service. Now that's a long name, and it helps people with disabilities take legal action or sue other people if they feel they're discriminated against. Now I'm not a lawyer, I'm only the manager there. And I've got a few other jobs because they're all part-time, and one of them is I'm an advocate, and I work a lot in education, and so that's probably why I'm talking about the disability standards for education. The DDA is a law for the whole of Australia, so for Victorians as well. So you had people here yesterday talking to you from the Victorian Equal Opportunity Commission, and they are used to working with the Equal Opportunity Act. I'm used to working with the DDA and the standards for education. Education is really important for all of you, really important. And for nearly every single one of you, there's probably no good reason, whatever your disability, that you can't read and write. All the research shows that even people with intellectual disabilities can read and write, so just because you've got a vision impairment, got an intellectual disability, in a wheelchair, got autism, you can still learn to read and write if you're given the right support. It's that you really can't wait too long for them to get fixed, because as soon as you're having difficulties, you're getting behind.
And you could fail, and you don't want that because that stresses you out.
Absolutely. And then if you fail, start failing at the start of the year, you're probably going to spend the second half of the year trying to catch up, and you're not going to concentrate on what they're teaching the second half. And before you know it, the delay or the difference between you and the other people in the class are getting bigger and bigger and bigger all the time. We were talking about support services before, like AIDS. Students must be able to access support services of the educational provider. And what I mean by that line is that, especially when you get to TAFE or uni, they have a lot of support services at those TAFEs and unis. Probably not as much as before they cut the uni fees, but you should be able to access all of them. And then what we were talking about before about speech pathology, if the school doesn't have the specialised people to help you, they have to get them in. So, for example, Auslan interpreters, sign language interpreters, speech therapists, personal care,
And devices.
and devices. That's right. Yep. If you run a program every year, every single year, to teach children not to bully, that means they will learn to respect everybody. You don't wait for someone to bully another person and then do something. You've got to develop programs right from the start. So with all these terrible things happening, that's the reason why schools have got to put in programs every year to teach everyone to be accepting towards people with disabilities. It's not good enough to just have a policy in some book somewhere saying you must treat everybody nicely. That's not good enough.